Sorry about that. We just seem to get kicked out there. We'll give it another minute and let everybody come back in again. That was quite annoying. I don't know why that happened. We're still recording this, by the way, so just to make you aware of that. Yes, so I was talking about the lock-in mechanism. At the minute you can register your device ID, you can get yourself set up ready for when we eventually do lock properly. So at the minute everybody has diamond access, whether you have the correct amount of peach or not. But that will soon change. And I suppose we're waiting until we get the trust wallet issue sorted out. We're waiting until we get the server issue sorted out as well to do that. But that should all happen next week, in the next few days. Outside of that, obviously we've been able to tease a few things. Recently, you'll have noticed some of our great graphics that our graphic designer has put out, just teasing things. I'm not in a position to tell you exactly what that is yet, but you will hopefully hear more very soon. It should be quite exciting news for people, and I suppose it's another thing that we work on in the background. We're always trying to do deals and partnerships, and we're, as you will know if you've been with us for a while, we're talking to exchanges and things like that. So we have our hands in many pies at the minute. We've lots of ongoing discussions with different groups, different exchanges, different interested parties, and that we've closed a bit of a deal on one, so we're starting to tease a little bit on that, and hopefully we'll have more information on that and other things that we're working on very, very soon. Last week, with regards to marketing, I mean, obviously this week and last week have been difficult, as I said earlier, because of the Bitcoin situation and just overall market sentiment that there has been. You hopefully will have seen the 2 YouTube videos, influencer videos that we had arranged and were put out in the last week. This does show, I suppose, the difficulty that you have sometimes with marketing, is that timing is very important, and sometimes you can have things planned that on normal days would probably do very well, and you'd see an impact on the chart, and everything would go great. But you know, it was unfortunate, I suppose, that when we put them out, it coincided with the market sentiment sort of turning a bit negative, just generally, not just with us, but everywhere. So although we did have 2 good videos come out, and one of them especially I thought was very good because it was directed really at the Shiba market and community, which is obviously absolutely enormous, and we obviously got quite a lot of good exposure from that video. But it just shows you, you can plan these things and get really good things put in place for marketing, and then if it all happens at the wrong time or an unfortunate time when the market sentiment sort of turns, it sometimes maybe doesn't have the impact that you hope. But we'll continue working on things like that. We've obviously got the crypto token marketing agency on board. They're helping us. We're working very hard behind the scenes to get the correct sort of strategy put in place, and obviously allocating budget and so on for that. So we've lots of stuff coming up over the next few weeks. As I say, we've been teasing that the hairy monster, that's all I'm going to say, who's interested in peaches. I can't say any more about that, but it should be good news. It'll be good news that I think people will be pleased about when we get it through. Other than that, we've got obviously the Peach Hub is going to be our next big release, and most of you hopefully will be aware of the Peach Hub. You'll have read our white paper, I hope, and you'll understand what it is and why it's going to be a big deal and important for us in the project. As I said before, we're aiming for that to be released before the end of this year, and given that we're already halfway through November, the end of the year really isn't that far away, so you're only talking a few weeks really. So we should be able to start teasing a little bit more about the Peach Hub over the next few weeks, a bit more about how it's going to look, what sort of functionality it's going to have, and how the Peach token and so on will be linked to it. So that's going to be really exciting. And obviously last week, if you were here, you'll have seen the smart alerts that we're looking to develop as well. That was one of the big features that's coming as well, that maybe hasn't really been highlighted yet too much, but we will obviously be marketing it and giving more information to our community, but also the wider community, because it's going to be really exciting for people. It's going to enable you to essentially do an alert for new projects that will pop up based on certain parameters that you set. So for example, if you wanted to look for the next Dogecoin or the next Shiba Inu, or you could actually set an alert for certain names that it will search for, and then you could set parameters for market cap and things like that. So it will potentially allow you to be alerted then when a new project goes live, based on your parameters. So you'll be able to see within what you have set, you'll see all the new projects pop up, and you'll be able to see the charts, and you'll be able to set price alerts for any new project that you like. And that's one of the great things about the app, the Peachfolio app, is that, and I think we're unique in this, in that it tracks every single token on the Binance Smart Chain and also the Ethereum chain, right from the moment that they are created, that they're live. So and you don't need to do anything about that. It's all automatic. So if you buy a token, even if it's a brand new token, the app should pick that up, and you'll be able to see the chart and set price alerts, as I said. So it's actually fantastic what we're able to do with the app, and we're going to continue developing it and bringing out some really good features, because we want it to be the best app out there. We want it to be the app that everybody who trades in DeFi needs, and that's what we're aiming. We believe we're getting there. Obviously, with over 70,000 users at the minute, that is continuing to grow, and we're very, very positive about the future and where we're going. I'm trying to see, just for my little list, is there anything else I need to mention that I haven't already? I think that is probably the main focus of what I wanted to talk about today. So I know there's maybe not as many here today as we normally have, and obviously with it sort of cutting out halfway through, that wasn't ideal either. But if there's any of you would like to ask me a question, now is the time. Feel free to speak and ask one, or if you want, you could just type into the Telegram and you can ask a question there as well, and I'll try and pick it up. So feel free, guys, if you want to ask something, please do.
Hello, do you hear me? Hello?
No,
Hello.
very quiet. That's okay. I know it can be a little bit intimidating sometimes, asking questions on voice. I'm just looking on Telegram to see if there's anything in
Hello,
there.
do you hear me?
No, it doesn't appear to be. It's a quiet week this week. Obviously there's maybe not as many on today as we normally would have, but that's okay. It's no problem. Hopefully you'll have got what you wanted from the AMA today. It's great to have everybody here, and I will see you all again next week, and keep an eye out for the announcements, because we're going to have a lot of stuff coming very, very soon, starting with that teaser. I think we should be in a position very soon to announce more details about that, but with other things coming, that But anyway, I'll leave for now, and I'll leave this open. So if you just want to have a chat amongst yourselves, feel free. I'm just going to turn off the recording now.